Welcome everyone to the Power Core Podcast, where we discuss, review, and fanboy over anything and everything Marvel Strike Force. Now, get ready for two of the most mediocre gamers in the cosmos. It's your hosts, Hebrew Hammer and the Irishman.
What is up, my Power Core peeps? I am Hebrew Hammer, and I'm your host for today, and I'm joined by my co-host, as always, my platonic life partner, the Irishman.
Hey, guys.
So we are here for episode number 13 today.
13.
And it's a smaller episode, I actually think, today. I'm not going to even give the time, because I know I'm going to be wrong, but it should be smaller. So.
No, there's a lot less drama this week, so...
Yeah, and there's some good stuff this week, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to be hitting it all. But, let's go ahead and get right to it. One announcement. We did just start a Twitter.
Yes.
So anyone that is on Twitter, this is my first venture into Twitter even, so I hope that I do Twitter justice on this. But we're going to be hooking up the episode links every time whenever it comes out to alert everyone. I'm going to be messing around on it. Hopefully I don't get Twitter addicted. We'll see. But anyway, so if you're a fan of Twitter, the link to it will be on our Podbean and also in our Discord. Discord is, as always, discord.me/PowerCore Podcast. And without further ado, let's go ahead and check out that docket for today.
All right. So, the first thing we're going to start out with is the news. Got Gamora doing double drops. Ultimus Orb includes Ant-Man now, because I'm sure a lot of people are opening up those Ultimus Orbs.
Oh, yeah.
The Synthezoid Orb is back. And then Merc Payday event is tentative, but we've got a date for the 15th. And then we're going to move on to our main topic, which includes the return of the Iron Man event, Marvel 10 double drops, Bendy Girl and the Witch, the improved raid rewards, the Nexus Guardians, Captain America's Second Chance offer, and Alliance Wars.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do our character deep dive into Okoye, and then we will round it out with our question of the day.
All right. Yeah. Oh, and our question of the day is coming from someone from our Discord today. So
yeah, we will give credit whenever that comes out.
Exactly. So. He's from one of our elders.
Yes.
So.
The
elders. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and the news was what again? I already
okay. So Gamora's doing double drops until tomorrow, because I'm sure a lot of people are really excited about that. It is an opportunity for people that have her to 7 stars to get Ultimus
Orbs. And, she's a good character to level up quickly for new people.
Yeah. So if you don't have Gamora up to 7 stars yet, make sure you take advantage of that. And then the Ultimus Orb now includes Ant-Man. I'm sure a lot of people are excited about that. So.
Yeah, because that's who you want to get out of an Ultimus Orb.
Yeah, exactly.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, I don't want Ultimus, I want Ant-Man.
I actually really think that they just need to get rid of everyone else in the Ultimus Orb
and just make it an Ultimus,
or at least I believe that it the middle one drops as usual the highest amount, and so they should always just make that Ultimus. Is it not like that?
No. Oh really? So you could get an Ultimus Orb,
if I remember correctly, you're guaranteed 1 Ultimus shard on either side,
but not on both sides.
But no, I'm sorry, on both sides.
Okay.
So basically you're guaranteed 2 shards. I'm gonna have to fact check that in a second, just to make sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the case. I haven't rolled an Ultimus Orb yet.
Okay.
So we'll have to see about that. And of course, my game is reloading now.
Of course. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, which is the Synthezoid Orbs are back. So Vision, with him getting all these buffs and everything, I'm sure a lot of people will actually want to get these orbs now.
Yeah, it's still is it worth it? But for him, if you have a really good tech team or something like that that you're working on, I would say it's...
Well, and especially with Scarlet Witch now, they've got some great synergy. So you apply Bleed with him, and then make it last 2 turns with Scarlet Witch. That's pretty stellar. So
right.
But
all right, and just to amend what I was saying for the Ultimus Orb.
Uh-huh.
So for reward 1, you have a chance of 1 to 2 Ultimus shards specifically only, and then reward 2. 1 to 2 Ultimus shards specifically only, and reward 3 is any 15 shards from any pool of champions that they have.
Okay, and that includes Ultimus too.
And that includes Ultimus,
but can it be more than 15 Ultimus shards in that? No. Okay, so so it's 15 flat no matter what. It just depends on who it is.
Exactly.
Okay.
I can't believe we never looked at it. It just hasn't come up.
I mean, yeah. It's like when we make our first poll, we'll
yeah. Actually, wait. I can do this live on air. I can do this right now.
Oh, you've got enough for an Ultimus
Yeah,
sword?
I do.
Okay,
let's see what happens here. Oh, I see purple.
Ooh.
Okay. I mean, all right.
All right. What is
so
it?
I got...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so 2 Ultimate shards, 1 on either side. And then I got 15 Captain America.
Hey,
that's not bad. It's been a Captain America week for me, so
Yeah.
that kind of makes sense. All of you guys got the, I think it was 8 shards that they gave us.
Apparently that is a point of controversy. Is they did not basically give out the same gifts to everyone. So people were reporting in that they got different things. So some people got energy,
Really?
some people got cores.
Well, no. I think that so I because I was a part of this, so I think I know the answer to this. People that wrote into contact support got
cores,
additional things. Like for me, I got 400 cores. I even sent you a picture. I got 400 cores and 100 energy.
That's so annoying.
And I saw other people post up saying they got 200 cores and 100 energy. So I think that was just depending on how nicely you worded it, and if you got a cool dude or woman. Cool woman too. Yeah. For your support.
Like one employee doing this right now. So.
But either way, So I think that I came off definitely on the.
Well, I'm glad you got
that.
400 cores. That sounds great. I'm glad you got that.
I mentioned it to you. You could have done the same thing.
I'm busy.
I pulled on it and I realized I only got 2 shards. I was like, wait, this is supposed to be double drops, and so I wrote in about it. So
okay.
Worked out though.
Yeah.
But anyways, got a lot of Captain America shards this week, so that's cool.
Back to what we were talking about, the Synthezoid orbs are back. So if you are a fan of Vision, which I'm sure a lot of people are with the most recent changes, take advantage of the orbs.
Yeah.
So that takes us to our next topic, which is the Merc Payday event is supposedly coming back on the 15th. It is tentative.
Yes. So that was found in a data mine.
Okay.
So hopefully that will happen.
I mean, with the and we were talking about this before, the way gold is just so scarce, like they need to come out with these payday events like every 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
So, for me, like I was doing the math, and like for me, like in order to get my Gamora to 7 stars, because I've got enough to upgrade her, it's going to take me about 4 days of saving gold.
Yeah.
And that's assuming I don't get a sweet, gold drop in my.
But
my
how
challenges.
often? Oh, okay. So, well, yeah, but I mean, how often are you pulling gold orbs? It's like once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, that is kind of frustrating. You think you'd pull at least one gold orb a week,
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to. No, yeah, I definitely.
But I do not. Yeah, no. It's maybe once every 2 weeks. I pull a gold orb. So just based off the challenges. So
yeah.
But yeah. So look forward to that. Hopefully it does actually come, and it's not just from the data.
It's about time that it came anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's been a bit,
So and then it is much more difficult. So make sure if you are upgrading your guys star wise, make sure you're upgrading their gear as well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate you have to put in money to make money. I guess it's like life.
Yeah. The world, So, but yeah, that wraps up the news for this week.
All right.
Pretty quick. And that's going to take us to our main topics, which the first topic is the return of the Iron Man event. I know that a lot of people have been looking forward to this. Iron Man's a great character, great blaster, works amazingly with Captain America, with that whole, he puts his shield up and he shoots the laser. We've all died from it before.
Yeah, exactly. We've all been punished by it. We know what's up.
But yeah, so are you at a point where you're going to be able to get Iron Man, Heber?
No, I'm not. But okay. I have no desire. I mean, Iron Man is great, just like you said.
Yeah.
But I have no desire to get Iron Man just because I have so many meta teams already.
Yeah.
that I don't really need him, and I have so many characters that I need to upgrade that are currently more important, that have more niche spots that I need to fill.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've got so many good blasters right now. My 2 top blasters is Rocket and Cable, and they dish out tons of damage. I think it's just as comparable to Iron Man's damage. Rocket definitely does tons of damage. It's insane.
I mean, I think Captain America is overall a better character. I mean, Captain America. Iron Man is overall better character than all of those. I think he's the best blaster in the game, I would say, personally.
You think better than Rocket?
Yeah, because he can survive more than Rocket.
Okay.
And he can deal out just as much damage, and he has a really good single target nuke as well.
Okay.
So, his ulti damage, or his AoE damage probably isn't quite as much, actually, but still So
it's kind of a trade-off. Like, Rocket has better AoE, but he's got a better single.
Yeah, if I had to pick one to be on my team, it would be Iron Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unless you're running a Guardians team full of synergy, then
yeah.
that's a different story.
And that's what I have. So I've got Thanos and
whatever
and
you need to say to justify yourself is fine.
No. I've got Rocket on my Thanos and Star-Lord team, and I probably have his ult at least every other turn.
Yeah, that is a great. Why don't you tell everyone what your little combination is there? I'm sure a lot of people already know it because people have talked about it, but.
And that's the thing is Star-Lord was a 5-star character. I did drop some change to get him.
Sometimes you gotta. A labor of passion.
Yeah, exactly. And so for me, what I do is, and it's important for the actual alignment or the order that they come in, but from left to right, it's Thanos, Rocket. My middle guy is kind of interchangeable. So for like Arena, I put Kingpin. But if it's the raid, I'll throw Yondu in there.
Right.
And then same thing, if it's arena, to the right of that, Yondu / Kingpin, I interchange Crossbones or Night Nurse.
Depending on raid or arena. Yeah.
Raid or arena, yeah. And then top it all off with Star-Lord. And so Star-Lord's passive is funneling energy to Rocket. Thanos' passive is funneling energy to Rocket with every time someone dies. And then I'm with Star-Lord's special ability, he's funneling energy to either Crossbones or Night Nurse.
Right.
So it's insane. It feels really broken. So if you have those characters, make sure you take advantage of it because it's really solid. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's my current go-to team right now. So, but I'm interested to see what other people think of it.
Yeah. People are going to criticize you like this.
Bring it on. I'm okay with it.
But no, that is a really good team comp.
Yeah.
And it's casino approved, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So he was the first one, I think, to come up with that same exact strategy.
Okay.
But, anyways, back to Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yeah.
So with Iron Man this time, I'm excited that he's back, regardless, because even at the very least, I get extra shards per day because of it.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, we need to add in the calendar. Talk about the calendar too.
Oh, okay.
So
we'll make sure to talk about
after
that.
this.
Yeah.
But he's going to be far more difficult this time than he was last time.
Yeah.
So
hopefully people can figure out a way to beat the nodes that they, because I guess what happened before was they made it to where you had to. If you beat the previous node, you had to do it again. Was that the case, or did you have to?
No, it's still the same thing with a one-time clear. Once you beat it, you're done. You can't do it again.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're
You're getting the other event mixed up.
Okay. Cool. So you won't have to redo any of the prior challenges or prior battles, but that battle that you
still have ahead of you is going to be a problem.
it's going to be difficult
because right now, I mean. It used to be before pretty much it was have 1 or 2 good people leveled up, which you could usually have because, thankfully on Iron Man, a lot of the people that you need to fill out your team to get him are named characters, Yeah. So it's much easier to fill out a team because you only have a couple of minions, 1 or 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, because I think most people, they have Cap. Most people have Cap, Quake, and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, or no, not Scarlet Witch. Black Widow. Some people have. Most people don't still.
Yeah, if you're beta, you have her.
But yeah, But yeah, those would be the three mains.
I mean, I have her and I'm not beta, so but I don't have her at 5 stars.
Yeah. And then, that's the thing, is being able to get those characters to 5 stars. But luckily, after the shield minion buffs from last week, hopefully that you won't have to upgrade them near as much as you would have had to previously. So,
right. And it's just going to be, unfortunately, just how it is now. It's not unfortunate really, because I understand it, but before it was just, you had to have, like I was saying, you had to have maybe 1 or 2 characters that can carry the team, because they were so easy you can run through them all.
Yeah.
Now you actually have to have those characters level up. It's going to take longer to beat it, which is their ultimate goal. Yeah. Like, you want it to actually be like a big victory whenever you are actually able to complete the 7-star event, which is going to be a while, because its new team power for 7-star is 230k. So that's
pretty nuts. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Ooh, especially with minions. Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, but I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be, like, you want a 7-star, you got to put in the effort to do it.
And I've been saying this for a while. It feels like they kind of want people to invest in a certain agenda. Like, at first
you got to pick who you want.
Yeah, at first it was okay. Like, as long as I tried the 2 weeks prior, I could get this guy.
Right.
Now it's kind of like, okay, Iron Man's always going to be in the back of my mind, because that's who I really want, and that's who I'm going to always prioritize moving forward, even when the event hasn't been announced, kind of thing.
Right.
And I mean, that's what I'm doing with Star-Lord, which after the Star-Lord buffs is totally justifiable now, but before it was more just a fan thing,
right?
Where it's but they're doing the same thing when it comes to Iron Man and all these events. So, and Nick Fury especially. Nick Fury's basically super niche, but at the same time, like, it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it being kind of rare, and like whenever you see someone with a Nick Fury, you're going to be like, oh man, okay, this person literally dropped.
This person invested way too much in his Kree team.
5 stars in his Kree team, like. So it's, but it's, I don't know, it makes it that much more rewarding.
I know what you mean. It adds exclusivity to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying
But
to
the problem is, with exclusivity, as long as it's not a super meta character, like, I don't have a problem with it, but if this character is really game-breaking, it gets annoying.
Well, and that's the thing is, they've already announced that they're going to, nerf certain characters that are game-breaking, so I'm not too concerned.
Yeah, but they just buffed Nick Fury, and he's supposed to be crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, you've already seen the rework that they did to the SHIELD team.
Yeah.
So the whole synergy with the SHIELD team now is supposed to be nuts, and you've already had a taste of it on some of the vote. There's one node in particular, 1.6 for Scarlet Witch. Yeah. But either way, they've been retooled, and they work incredibly well together. They're very synergistic.
Synergistic? Yeah. Is that a word?
If it isn't, I just made it.
Hey, it sounds good.
Everything's a word when you say it with confidence.
Yeah, exactly. All words are made up, right?
But anyways, it's going to be tough. But with 6 stars, it's only 96k for their total team power.
Oh wow!
So that's very doable.
But it jumps up. For
it jumps up like crazy.
Okay.
So if you want that 7-star, you're really going to have to work for it.
Huh. Interesting.
So yeah, it's something to think about whenever you're planning on your resources. I do like the fact that they gave us a lot of time this time. Like, they notified us ahead of time.
Yeah.
And they also put it in the events area. I like that they're doing that now. So we can constantly look back. We don't have to worry about, is it deleted from our mailbox? I
love the idea of giving us 2 to 3 weeks inside the event prep time.
Especially for Nick Fury, they are giving us a lot of time, because he isn't even on the events list.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means because he's not, like, he's still longer than 2 weeks out.
Well, and the way I see it is, like, if Foxnets, if you guys have a date solidified behind the scenes, just throw them into the events, and let that countdown begin, right? And all it's going to do is just build hype around it, right?
True.
And then it's going to serve as a constant reminder for people whenever they log in. They go, "Oh yeah, that's right. Nick Fury's coming up. I want him." Rather than, sometimes you just forget.
Well, sometimes you don't want to announce things yet because you don't want them knowing, like, what's down the road.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't want too big of a window, but I understand what you're saying. Like,
yeah.
Especially for returning events.
Yeah.
Returning events, especially new events. I understand keeping it a little tighter
to
the chest, but yeah. Regardless, that's the Iron Man event. it hasn't changed too much other than the
Let us know
bubble tea
if anyone's gunning for them. So
yeah, I mean, I know there's people in our Discord that have them already, but
I know there's a couple people that have been working towards them too. So.
Yeah, I think who was it that someone's going for 7 stars on him?
Oh really?
I think it's Goss.
Okay.
I'll have to check, but yeah. Anyways, really good character. Go for him if you want. Hopefully you don't waste your resources on Kree. Hopefully,
hopefully it's all worth it.
I mean, if there's any new players listening right now, I'd rather you put in resources to your shield team.
Yeah.
Instead, because this Kree team, it's too niche. You're never going to use them,
and you
can't even use.
Probably going to put you behind.
Because that's my biggest problem with it. Is like I understand it being more exclusive, blah blah blah, but it's just the fact that I can't use the only 2 named characters on the Kree side.
But I still
and
disagree
they're already
with that.
practically useless. Minus Korath, he's decent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like that was their one chance to make him somewhat useful.
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here because I said this last week, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I have a 5 or 6 star Ronin from terrible drops that I'm waiting to use. There's going to be a day whenever he's going to get buffed like crazy.
Something will happen. Maybe who would require that? Maybe Nova. Wait, Nova's in. He's part of Xandar, not the Kree. I think. So
I'm not sure who it's going to be, but I mean, at this point, if it's not included in this one, I don't know if he will be included for an event. Hopefully, it just gets reworked and becomes viable, and we can use him.
I have faith that he'll become viable.
Yeah, me too. So. Since they announced that they were going to be working more on reworking old people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Which reminds me, let me hit these 2 things real quick because we didn't put them on the official schedule. But nerfs are supposed to be incoming soon for speed.
Oh, so the speed nerfs hasn't come in yet?
No, it hasn't come. No. Haven't you read?
No, I have not. They said it was going to take it from 50% to 30. Yeah.
And they said early August.
Oh, okay.
So it's a coming. If they stay true to their word, it's a coming.
Well, I haven't been investing too much in Quake, so I'm not too
Really?
Good. Yeah, I know. I've been stubborn, so.
Wow, I have her maxed.
Yeah, I've been focusing on the Guardians completely.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Anyways, just be prepared. You might want to hold off if you are putting resources into them. You might want to hold off for a little bit and see what happens.
Yeah.
And that also means that probably the Yondu and Quake. I'm sorry, not Yondu and Quake. Yondu and Crossbone nerfs are coming down the pipe pretty soon too.
Probably, yeah.
So, just be aware.
And then the other thing to talk about was the calendar. Right?
Yes, calendar. Yeah. So we kind of found out that it's premium orbs again for the next 7 days.
Yeah, that is super lackluster.
Yeah.
That is literally talk about just popping a balloon.
We don't know 100% if the 3rd week or the 4th week is going to be different, but it certainly makes it sound like it's
zero
just going to
be. If they take away those 720 cores, that is so frustrating. It's honestly, it sucks for new players more than anyone because you're just that much further behind than everyone else now. The gap is only getting worse and worse.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I think back to it kind of is reminiscent of whenever the game first hit global, and then they changed about 2 weeks in. They changed the campaign difficulty.
Okay.
And everyone was so much further ahead.
Yeah.
That started day 1 global.
Yeah.
And that honestly really did make a big difference because if you rushed campaign, you made it way further than anyone else that started 2 weeks later. Yeah. And obviously beta people were way above them even. So. Yeah. But yeah, this game which happens, I guess, with scaling things out. They're just not good at knowing how to, I guess, scale things appropriately versus time to start with. They do it after the fact.
Yeah, it definitely feels like they're building the plane while flying.
Exactly. Yeah. So they're not great at that. That's for sure. Yeah. And hopefully that changes.
But I'm saying it loud and proud right now. Give me back my cores, okay? I want them back. I'm not
almost
playing.
a threat.
I will find you and I will scold you and finger wag you, okay? But yeah, no, that burst my excitement bubble.
Think about it like this. Maybe if it doesn't change on the 3rd week or the 4th week, maybe it's just premium orbs this month. Maybe next month it'll be just cores for the whole month. Who knows?
I gave you a 9.8 for mental gymnastics right there. trying to find the silver
We'll
lining.
see. I really hope that it's not even if it's not cores. I really hope that it is something other than premium at some point, just because that's so boring.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna give us fragments, like give us gold fragments, or something like that.
I would
like,
take gold fragments.
Yeah, gold fragments would be awesome.
Or
like,
switch
just
it up.
mix
I mean, I
up,
like premium orbs also, but yeah, switching them up. Would
maybe
be nice.
like
not basic orb fragments.
well, maybe ability mat fragments, stuff like that. Like I would be okay with that. Like
I wouldn't.
Just give us something, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, shards and gold are harder to come by than 15 ability mats.
Oh, well, I want purple ability mats.
Well, that's what I mean. Like 15 purple ability.
Oh, that's all it comes with.
Yeah,
I've never pulled one.
It's
so.
a terrible. Yeah, it's a.
Well, they need to change that too. Like that needs to be fixed too. So.
Add it to the list.
But yeah, so.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, we got an announcement, didn't we? In the middle of the podcast.
We waited until after 7 to make sure nothing else came. This is the latest update has arrived.
Oh my goodness. Actually, well, here, I mean, we can just list it off real quick.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah, it's actually not that long. So,
okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Welcome to the latest update of Marvel Strike Force. New in this release, fixed overlapping combat UI on iPhone X. Okay, that's good. Thanos raids will now show the appropriate raid energy while on the map screen. Okay, that's a bug fix. Players will now be directed to store section they selected rather than the section of the store they were most recently in.
Oh, okay, so these are just little quality of life.
These are bug fixes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, they really oversold it with the latest update has arrived! Exclamation point.
Yeah, getting
I was
all excited.
like, yeah, and it's like at the perfect level where there's something, there's something beyond what you can see on that screen. So I was like, oh boy.
Here's going to take a big one.
Nothing.
No.
Okay. All right.
Quick.
They're just teasing us. They know.
False alarm, guys.
I'm telling you, they know whenever we're recording, and they wait until after.
Let's throw them off. Here
exactly.
We go. So, but yeah,
you heard it here first, people.
But yeah, I mean, that's my thoughts on the calendar. I'm not too impressed with it right now. They've got to do something to make up for losing those 720 cores.
Yeah, because I mean,
whether it's gold orbs or something like that.
Right, because the biggest problem is that even though, and I mentioned this last week, like I basically put everything that they changed up into what it's worth in gold, or what it would take in gold to pull all of those things, and you end up still a little under unless you pull something great on the gold orb. Which chances are you're not. So chances are you're pretty much always going to be a little under from what you were before. But the problem is that by not getting those cores are the most universal currency in this game. Yeah. Right? So, and then followed by gold. Yeah. So by them taking that out, it really limits us on what we could do, because we could use those towards our which I'm sure everyone did, our daily refreshes. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yep. So
there's something to be said about that.
You guys know our thoughts on that. So, but let's go ahead and move on to the next topic.
Yeah.
So Marvel 10 double drops. Okay, explain that to me. I'm not sure exactly what that is.
Okay, so I'm assuming Marvel 10 means Marvel 10th anniversary, which is
okay.
So I suppose we just saw the Crossbones one. Now it's the Gamora. I'm not sure. I don't see any particular pattern on who they are doing the double drops for. I don't know if it's just going to make its way through the roster. I doubt it, because that would be too cool of them to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that at all.
Maybe they'll just pick 10 people.
Yeah.
Either way.
10 people that we can already farm for free.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, I hope that they don't keep picking people that are in the Blitz store.
I hope they do,
store.
Because just to rub it in our faces.
I mean, we got to remember, though, like, as we said before, like, there are some pros to having that, but for people like us, it's not so great. Yeah. Because Ultimates orbs, like, I'm not going to get Ultimates for an incredibly long time.
Yeah. Be an old man when you get Ultimates. So,
exactly. Yeah. So,
but yeah, so hopefully they give us some drops that aren't available in the Arena and the Blitz store. But
I was also hoping for just something bigger too.
It'd be cool if they did some of the main guys, like I understand not doing Iron Man, but if they did like Doctor Strange or Cap or Black Panther.
Well, I mean, even just
some of the big,
giving us some free stuff. Marvel 10th anniversary. This is a Marvel game. Like I've played lots of mobile games before that are very grindy, and for anniversaries of anything,
that's the time to celebrate.
They just start throwing stuff at you. And this one seems a little like, here's a little something. Yeah. But that's why I had mentioned I wonder what they're going to do for the first anniversary for this game, because I feel like it's probably going to be kind of lackluster.
They'll probably do premium orb shards. So.
They're going to give us 2,000 premium orb fragments, and then they're going to increase the price to 4,000.
Like, oh boy, great anniversary, guys! All right, you heard it here first. So
I'm calling it. But yeah, hopefully they do something. By then, I'm sure that it'll be in a lot better state, and hopefully they won't be quite as stingy with their resources. As we've seen, their numbers dropped pretty drastically.
Yeah.
So hopefully, it seems like they are kind of getting their heads screwed on straight here.
Yeah. Well, they have to.
Yeah.
If they want to survive.
Right,
So,
and that's good.
Yeah. No, and I tell people, you gotta, if you want to voice your opinion, you gotta either not spend money or review on the App Store. I think that's the best way to get things across.
I don't think that App Store review thing is ever going down. It's like a 4.5, 4.9. Oh, but it's like stuck there. It's just like
yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah,
So-
but if you sort it by new, it's all like 1 and 2 stars and stuff.
Yeah, but there's it's overpowering how many people got it at the beginning, I guess, and was like, boom,
Like,
rated
it's
it like crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyways, that takes us to our next topic: Bendy Girl and the Witch.
Yes.
So that is the combined event with Miss Marvel and Scarlet Witch. Miss Marvel, what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, Miss Marvel. They haven't announced when her event is going to start yet.
It should start right after. If
Scarlet
it works
Witch.
the same way as Ant and Wasp, it's going to start right after.
Okay,
I'm sure.
so I'm excited for that. I'm going to be trying to get her to 3 or 4 stars. So
Yeah. We're going to talk about her, right? That's on the.
Miss Marvel.
Oh, not Miss Marvel.
We're going to talk
Scarlet.
about Miss
Scarlet Witch. I had a few things I was going to say about her. I think I threw her on the list. The Guardian of the Nexus.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Nexus Guardians. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. But anyways, what I was going to say about this was that I'm really glad. This is a good thing that they did.
Okay.
I'm really glad that they showed all the rewards now.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't do that before, obviously, and from that most recent update, we can now see all the rewards, which is fantastic. Because whenever they say huge rewards, we can see if that's their version of huge rewards or what we think huge rewards should be.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not seeing, for instance, I'm not going to get anyone. I'll get them probably both to 4 stars. So I'm not seeing anything in particular that is going to be crazy good. I mean, I guess I'll get the the Mega Orb fragments. I'll get a Mega Orb pull, but I won't get anything above that. And I wish I could get the 60 catalyst, but it's not worth it for how much more I'd have to pull in order to get it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take 5 stars, I believe. Yeah, 5 stars.
Yeah, because it goes 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So, but that 7-star one looks pretty appetizing. So
Yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's not crazy good. 250.
I mean, that's one ability.
I mean, it's. Oh yeah, I guess it's 200 for the passive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a little over one ability.
So that's good, but I mean, getting those characters to 7 stars whenever they're event based,
Right.
Like
See, that's for getting someone to 7 stars. It's lackluster. I feel like I can get 200 in. I can get more than 200 in about 300 in 4 weeks, so a month, and I don't have to 7-star anymore. So
and that event is not going to be coming around for another
granted,
couple
that's
months.
yeah.
So
and granted, that's also me. That's obviously not everyone. Whenever it comes to the orange ability mats,
rewards, yeah.
but still, I mean, just for 7 stars, give us something way better.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my opinion, and certainly for the 6-star one, like that's just super lackluster.
Yeah, I don't understand the 6-star one at all.
Yeah.
Like for me, the 5-star one is more appetizing than the 6-star.
Exactly.
one.
Like this is nothing.
So 5 stars, you get 60 purple or advanced basic
Catalyst, yeah.
Where with the 6 stars, you get 5 advanced isomer, 5 advanced parchment, 5 advanced syringe, 5 advanced esoteric glyphs, and then last one, 5 advanced MRI.
Yeah.
So I
Not
mean
that
that's you could get all that in 2 days.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with that. It's like they don't play the game. But yeah,
It's like I casually threw that in there. It's like they don't play the game or anything, whatever. But yeah, it really is like they need to fix their reward process. We say that every single week, but it still rings true. Like they just need to.
Yeah. It's like I should not be more excited for the 5 stars than the 6 stars.
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So anyways, but I'm glad we know that now what's coming
Yeah.
down the pipe because Now we know not to go for it.
Well, and you want to put the carrot in front of the donkey, right?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, you want to tease.
So it's I'm glad they did that. They need to do that with all events moving forward. So
and also, at the time whenever we had the Ant-Man and Wasp one, we couldn't see the rewards, but they're pretty much, from what I remember, they're pretty much the exact same.
Really.
So
that's the other thing.
I want diversity. Yeah, I want diversity in my rewards for team character events. Come on.
Yeah. I was thinking, and I think did I bring this up last podcast with the whole? No, I think I didn't. But the
gear
idea of
given towards that.
Yeah, like make it to where so say your character to defeat this challenge, you need gear 9, right? Mm-hmm. Well, if I can see the reward ahead of time. And it would be cool if, I look ahead and they have a gear 10 reward, like a full built gear piece, right? And then I can put that gear piece towards the character.
It'd be really cool if they just gave you all of it.
All the gear?
To gear them up, yeah. Or maybe half or something. That would be cool. That would be really enticing.
Yeah, that would get me going. You
could pretty much, immediately gear them out.
And there's certain gear pieces that are exclusive to characters and certain gear pieces that
they should at least get that. Yeah,
do the exclusive stuff,
right.
But not the generic, the same gear piece that's used for every time.
Right. But then again, also, there's something to be said about you're probably already going to have them built up for what they need.
Well, and that's why I'm saying that if they show the rewards ahead of time, they can bypass that issue. Because people can look ahead and they can go.
But a lot of the let's say you got them to 6 stars.
Okay.
Right. What are you going to do with the rewards 1 through 5? If you already geared them up for 6.
Make it to where it's say it checks and it sees that you already have that piece of gear. Then make some sort of exchange rate for gold or something like that, or campaign energy or something like.
Yeah, that's too complicated for them. I don't think they'll do that.
It's
not complicated for anyone else.
It's a little math formula. It's pretty quick.
It's not complicated for anyone else. Simple algorithm for anyone else, but for Fox Next, I don't see that happening.
Third world countries can do exchange rates. I think everyone can do exchange rates. So.
Because I agree with you. It wouldn't be terrible, and there's lots of different ways that we can rework the rewards, right?
Yeah.
That's just one of several
There's
ideas.
so many creative ways to address this kind of stuff.
But, I think that they need to figure out a currency exchange system for a lot of things, because whenever people hit 65 soon...
Yeah, suddenly all that XP is useless.
Yeah, exactly. We need an exchange system for that. So that needs to be something that they need to get a handle of, but they're not going to do it for a long time. Experience will probably come sooner, hopefully, than anything else, but I don't see them working on gear you already have being exchanged for something else.
Yeah.
But anyways, a man can dream. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to our next subject.
All right, next subject is improved raid rewards.
Oh yeah, okay. So this was an interesting one.
Well, this needed to happen too.
Well, it definitely needed to happen.
Yeah.
From the last time that we did the podcast, at that point, it was 30% was far worse than 100%ing the raid. The 100%ing
previous
the
tier.
The
Ultimate's 5
tier 5
versus Ultimate 6.
Right. And even 60% was just barely better. And I'm talking only in purple mats.
Yeah.
That you got 5 more, I think, on the top end.
You didn't get blue gear shards.
Right, but that's why I'm talking about just in purple mats, because literally everything else is worse.
Yeah.
But so in purple mats, you got just barely above with a 60% than what you got as a reward for the 100%.
Yeah.
For the tier 5.
Yeah.
So tier 6 rewards were terribly imbalanced. I don't even know how they released it like that, because it doesn't make any sense. I looked at it in 1 second. I knew that it was terrible.
Yeah.
How did they not get that?
So,
but anyways, regardless, once again, a good thing about this is that they relatively quickly came out with a fix to it, because they saw us complaining and they responded. Now, this is not an ideal situation, because it should have never happened in the first place, especially something so easy. But at least we're seeing some response. We're seeing a mistake and a response, a mistake and a response.
Yeah.
That's better than what we were getting before, which was a mistake.
And another mistake.
Yes. But even at this point, though, it's still not better. We actually have someone, Chewburger, who went ahead and crunched the numbers. By the way, Chewburger also has his own podcast, and great guy, good stuff to listen to. If you guys want or more opinions to listen to after we're done, go ahead, give them a listen.
Yep. After we're done, so.
Well, I assume in order to hear this, they're going to have to. Unless they've already listened to it.
No, but you were saying he crunched the numbers on it?
Yeah, he crunched the numbers on it.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm not going to go into a big synopsis of it, but in essence, it actually ends up being worse on everything besides the total amount of milestone points, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Just for, like, to get up ahead in the leaderboards.
Yeah.
But in everything else, you come out far ahead on if you do tier 5 to 100% versus tier 6 to 30%.
Really? So they still didn't fix it?
They still didn't fix it. And the only thing that would be a little bit better is if you did it the same amount of times. So if you did tier 5 the same amount of times as you did tier 6, you'd be a little better off on purple ability mats. But because you don't have to wait 24 hours to complete a cycle, because you're not going to be completing it with 30% versus completing it a few hours early and that accumulating as you go on, you actually get more completed with the tier 5.
Because
so you end up coming...
Because you're spending less raid tickets as well as you're getting to start a new raid sooner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's still not fixed. It's in a better state than what it was, but the problem, they're not crunching the numbers. Like, how did we have someone who's a player crunch the numbers more efficiently than they did?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's one of those things where it's just, once again, you kind of have to ask yourself, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What's going on here? So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. I mean, well, it's not even my opinion. It's a fact.
It's math.
But, I mean...
Math is math.
I just hope that they really change these rewards again. Attempt number 2. And they crunch the numbers appropriately this time and give us the appropriate amount of rewards, especially considering the difficulty of this raid.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, if you're doing the Ultimate 6 raid, I mean, if you really care about the leaderboards and getting those orange mats, maybe the tier 6 is for you. But just know that you're going to come out a little bit behind on everything else.
Yeah.
In some cases, a lot of behind. So, just a PSA, basically. Yeah. All right, what's next?
The next thing is the Nexus Guardians.
Nexus Guardians. This was quick. I just wanted to mention it, but I mean, how are you doing in the event so far?
The Scarlet Witch one?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just farming the nodes. I'm not trying to.
What are you? Are you still on 1.5?
No, I'm on 1.2. I didn't get past 1.3.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
you didn't upgrade your Mystic team at all.
No.
I've
got other focus. Like, I'm trying to get my raid team up there. Mystic team is after. Mystic team is after my raid, and then my Merc team. So
right, your raid team is what, 125-ish, right?
No, my raid team is like 115 right now. So
nice.
You don't have to make that face. He's got this big stupid grin on him.
Well, either way, I mean, it's difficult anyways.
Yeah. Well, I keep changing my mind, and I keep like switching and like
on who you want to upgrade,
or who I want to upgrade, and then I'm like, oh crap, I'm just. So I've got like 4 levels of gear 10, but like no one is really high up there.
Right.
But yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on 1.7. I'll hopefully be able to do it within the next. Well,
the other thing was, and I brought this up last podcast, was I'm not going to invest in my Mystic team until I get Black Panther and Doctor Strange, because it feels like I have to have Doctor Strange. It's going to make my life so much easier for a lot of.
Yeah, it's something you have to have them, but it will make your life easier if you do have them.
So I want Doctor Strange desperately. So that's my. Yeah. Once I get Doctor Strange, you will see me dump a lot of resources.
You're pretty close to getting him too, right?
19 away.
So, 19 away? Okay, yeah. I mean, I think I'm like
one good, premium ward pool.
Exactly. Yeah. The biggest thing for me was I've done a good amount of pulls already, but I think I've only gotten 2 basic drops on those pulls.
Oh, really?
Like all green, yeah. So most of them have been blues and purples, and I've gotten even 1 or 2 legendaries. The orange pulls.
I have not gotten any of the orange pulls at all. I've gotten one purple pull and like 2 blues, and the rest have all been green.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've already 3-starter. I'm over that by a little bit now, but yeah, I mean, it seems like they're dropping, and I'm putting in 150 a day, not the 200 because I refuse to out of principle. But I from everyone that I've spoken to on the Discord and everything, it seems like they're dropping at a much higher rate than all the previous events, which is good.
Yeah.
And we're also on top of that getting those shards for every completion on the hard rate. Or I'm sorry, on the hard node.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're getting base shards. You wouldn't know because you've only completed 2 of them.
Yeah. Yep.
But
thanks for reminding me.
I had to. But anyways, that's still 10 shards, buddy. That's great.
Yeah. I'll get there. So she'll be back around. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're definitely gonna unlock her.
Oh, I've already unlocked her.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I have her at 2 stars right now.
Yeah, see, that's nice that you just don't have to worry about, like, you're probably going to 3-star her, honestly.
Yeah, I think there's like another 6 days or something like that. And so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to easily 4-star her.
Okay.
Maybe not easily, but I'm pretty confident I'm going to go over 4 stars. But I'm definitely not going to get 5, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
So, especially since the 5th one.
Well, and for me, like, I went really hard on the rocket event, so I'm kind of decompressing.
Yeah.
And then...
you did your due diligence on
I went really hard on rocket, so I got him up to 4 stars. He's close to 5, so...
and Groot, because you pulled for Groot.
Yeah. No, Groot I got up to 5 stars.
You got to 5 stars, right?
Yeah. So that's how I was able to unlock Star-Lord.
Yeah, and not a terrible idea considering that was one less no-name person that you had to deal with upgrading.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, rather than having to upgrade a Stitcher or something like that. Or
like some loser like me. I did Stitcher and Boomer.
Oh, man.
It wasn't great.
But you got Star-Lord, though, right?
I did.
Okay.
Well, I had to buy, I don't remember, it was $10, I think, for the Stitcher pack.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to buy that. But I don't know. I would say worth, but I haven't upgraded him at all.
Really?
So probably not
He's
worth.
so good. He's so good.
No, he's definitely great. But it's just, I have so many, like I mentioned earlier, I have so many characters that I still need to upgrade. I need Mordo up there.
Yep.
I don't have Mordo up there because Doctor Strange and Black Panther have been my 2 vices recently. So luckily Doctor Strange is up there. Black Panther, hopefully we'll be joining them soon. I've been spending a lot of time gearing him out. So we'll see.
Cool.
Anyways, next subject.
Next subject is Captain America's second chance offer.
Yes.
What is that?
Data mine, baby.
Oh, okay.
Let me go ahead and
let us in on your secrets.
Pull that back up. No one else knows.
It's in the data mine thread that we have?
Yeah, it's in the data mine thread we have. Let me go ahead and pull it up. All right, so basically it looks like there might don't get your hopes up too crazy, people. But it looks like from the data, this is pulled from Casino, if I remember correctly. But it looks like there might be a second chance offer. It's literally called the second chance offer for Captain America. And it looks like there's 2 different versions, which I am not a big fan of because it looks like more A/B testing potentially.
Ooh.
But it's 80% off and 90% off. So it looks like it's going to be cheap and probably it's for a 3-star, the equivalent of shards for a 3-star Captain America. So that's 100 shards. So it looks
that's
like...
going to get a lot of people to 4 and 5-star Captain America.
Yeah.
6.
If they do that, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So if they do that, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up too prematurely, but...
Hey, that'd be cool.
That would be amazing if it happens. So if it does, just remember, if you're budgeting, like if you drop money on the game and you're budgeting for some stuff, know that might be coming down the pipeline pretty soon. There's information of it in the game, so we'll see what happens with it, but hopefully it works out.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. All right, next topic.
So next topic is Alliance Wars.
Yeah, this is going to be quick, especially since I was going to talk about a little more, but...
We may have to dedicate another episode to that kind of thing.
Yeah, because there's a lot I want to go over.
You're going to bring in a lot of your prior knowledge on Star Wars over...
Yeah, Star Wars and data mining from one of the original data mines that we had that had a lot of information on it about Alliance Wars specifically. Okay. And I'm sure a lot of people know this, but for a lot of people that are new, that weren't around for the first couple of weeks, we're going to go over it for them.
Okay.
Either way, where is Alliance Wars? We need Alliance Wars.
Well, and I thought Nick Fury was going to show up in Alliance Wars.
That's what I thought too. Maybe he will.
I mean, he's got the big aircraft carrier.
Yeah, I mean, we know that he's not like coming. Like you have to do something with Alliance Wars to unlock him. Obviously, we know what we need, but maybe he's going to come at the same time that Alliance Wars is coming.
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah,
but I think that we need to cool it on the event. I wish that we would cool it on the events a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired of Thanos and Deadpool raids.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we need to drop the raids, give us a break from the raids, and bring us out Alliance Wars.
Yeah. Okay, so kind of harping back on the raid thing, like they launched the level 65 raid the same time they launched Thanos raid again, and I'm just like, it's too much. Like just trying to balance that, especially like put a ton of stress on our alliance because we're, people.
Well, I wouldn't say it's stress on the alliance.
Well, I mean, it was one of those things where it's like we're having to discuss and strategies for both of the raids rather than discussing strategies, solidifying a strategy, and then moving on to the next raid. Right.
I should know this because I'm a captain, but I haven't paid attention recently too much on these topics because it changed again.
Yeah.
But we crunched the numbers ourselves a while ago. Someone from our alliance did. Shout out to Johnny, I believe it was.
Okay.
We're doing, I believe, we're doing four tier 5s, and then we're doing 1 tier 6, and then 4 tier 5s, 1 tier 6.
Okay.
So we're kind of alternating between, and it's more of just a power check to see how we're doing in T6 the next time we try it.
Yeah.
Because we're getting pretty close, and we've already 60%ed it once, but then whenever they increase the rewards, which we didn't mention, but they increase the difficulty more whenever they increase those rewards.
Yeah.
So now we're still getting close to 60% though. We're getting like
I think the last one was like 53.
Yeah, exactly. Like so we're right on the cusp of it. So we're probably going to be steadily 60%ing it soon.
And that is one of my top priorities right now is get my raid team up there so we can.
Yeah, I mean, I think
carry my own
you are
raid.
Legitimately on the bottom of the list.
I think I'm third from the bottom. Last time I checked. Yeah.
Exactly. We are
as long as I'm not last, I'm good.
Exactly. We're number, I want to say it was high 70s for the strongest alliance.
Oh, really?
But yeah, you are on the very bottom for strongest.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, guys. Bear with me.
You had that connection to get in.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, so 60%ing it will hopefully come soon. But
in the meantime, hopefully they give us little hints on Alliance Wars.
Yeah, because they need to.
They hyped
like
it
you
out
said,
in the beginning, and it's been
It's been sitting there for so long. I mean, I want them to stop with the temporarily stop with the raids,
the double raids,
drop the Deadpool and the Thanos for right now, and let's bring out Alliance Wars. I want something, especially after what the DP raid did to everyone, and I hope it's not coming again soon because of what happened. Even though I personally enjoyed it because our alliance did great on it, I know it tore other alliances apart.
Yeah, and
no one wants that. I don't want that for anyone. So Alliance Wars will hopefully, if they do it correctly, and from what I've seen in the data mines, looks like it'll probably strengthen your alliance a lot more.
Hopefully
it's another thing for everyone to do together.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I really want them to bring it out, and I think it's time for them to bring it out. Stop everything else. I'm sure a lot of people are like, no, I don't need any more to do. They need to drop some other things.
Yeah.
Bring this out instead.
Yeah.
So
let us breathe a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next week we'll go into more of it because we just don't have enough time to do it this time. Mm-hmm. But next week we'll go and do a breakdown of Alliance Wars and what we know so far.
Assuming
what
no
we want.
crazy drama takes place or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows what's going to happen next week? But barring any of that, we'll do a pretty big deep dive on Alliance Wars.
Cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. Next topic.
Next topic is our character deep dive.
All right.
And this
good
week
stuff
is Okoye.
Okoye.
So she's not official, so a lot of her stuff may still be tentative.
Well, we know that she's coming because her avatar is in the avatar section.
Avatar and
and so it's on MSFGG and or what's the other one?
Marvel or no Strike Force
Lab. Strike Force Lab. Yeah.
So it could change, but it looks like it's pretty.
She's definitely coming, but the abilities might change slightly.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
But yeah, so let's go ahead and jump into it.
We're gonna do. By the way, I'm sure some people might be wondering why we aren't doing Miss Marvel. We want to do that next week, whenever her event starts.
Yeah.
So
So Okoye, she is a hero, global, skill, controller, and she's from Wakanda, of course. Yeah, so she is a controller. Interesting. I thought she was a brawler, but she's considered a controller.
Yeah. They've been bringing out, honestly, too many controllers recently.
Yeah.
They need to stop that.
Yeah. They need protectors and some more healers.
Yeah, and they need villains. And
dear God.
Yeah, we're getting heroes and heroes and heroes. I think everyone on the list besides Loki that was coming out was a hero.
Yeah, we need more villains.
Yeah, we desperately need more.
But, so yeah, let's jump into her basic ability. It's called Spear Strike. She attacks a primary target for 200% damage, and she applies defense down for 2 turns.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is
2-turn defense down. She just gave a big middle finger to all the protectors. That's what she just did. Like, I mean, taunt, big deal. Like defense down. Let's just eat through it real quick. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's no Spider-Man, but this is on her basic.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-turn.
This is something
down.
that's always up.
Like, exactly. So that is great. It
feels. I mean, that sounds super strong. Like,
yeah. The damage is pretty good. We're gonna have to see what her actual
her base
stats are. Yeah, because that's not out yet. I don't think
it is.
It is.
Yeah, it's offense maxed out 6,500.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to be doing some pretty decent damage.
But even then, I'm not too worried about the damage as much
the
as
utility behind it.
Utility,
yeah, absolutely. Having that as a basic ability, that effect on a basic ability, fantastic.
Yeah.
She's definitely, as we're going to see more of, if I remember correctly, she's mostly single target based, so she's going to be like a single target nuker. But that's going to be great.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go to her special ability. It's called Precision Strike, and it comes available right off the bat. It requires 4 ability energy, and she attacks a primary target for 190% damage. She applies ability block for 2 turns. Man, these 2-turn things.
Yeah.
Chain to an additional target for 160% damage, plus 50% chance to apply another ability block to that second target.
Right. That's going to be...
Man.
Yeah. That's going to be
This
great.
is looking really good so far. Like, this is pretty nuts. So,
the
2-turn ability block.
Yeah,
Man.
so the 2-turn ability block is obviously is going to be the damage is once again pretty good. It was 180% for the first one, and or for Spear Strike. Now we're at 190% for her special on the primary at least. So damage is going to be pretty good. The ability block for 2 turns. Once again, another 2-turn move that you're going to be putting on your primary target.
Yeah,
and because it's an ability block, we need more of that. We have that with Ant-Man, but having her with some synergy with Wakandans. Yeah. So having her with some synergy with Wakandans, which is just basically Black Panther at this point. But yeah that's going to be great. And there's a lot of people right now that are going to really be screwed over because of that 2-turn ability block. So.
I mean, she completely negates a lot of the protectors like Drax and Thanos and like.
Yeah, I'm pumped for it. And she starts out with it, correct?
Yeah, immediately. Yeah. It's immediately available.
Yeah, and then also applying that ability block on other people, potentially.
Yep.
Fantastic. And it's a good chance to apply, too. I'm glad it wasn't like a 20% or something like that.
No, 50% chance, that's totally noteworthy.
By the way, all of these abilities are level 6, and except for, obviously the passive.
Yeah, that first one I quoted, 200% damage, that was rank 7, but it's 180% damage on basic.
Right, yeah.
For level 6.
Because it's going to take people too long to ever be 7 on that. So that's a great ability. I'm really loving her so far.
Yeah, so that takes us to her ultimate ability, and it's called Aerial Impalement. Comes available right off the bat. It's 5 energy. She gains offense up, and she attacks the primary target for 250% piercing damage, and she changes the speed bar by negative 40%. Oh, so she basically pushes them back in their turns.
Yeah, she will effectively reduce someone's speed bar, so it's going to be longer for whoever you target to hit their next turn, which is going to be great for some people that you don't want to get their ults off, or you don't want to get their specific move off that you know is going to screw your team. Crossbones.
Yeah.
Looking at you. Yondu's another person that you just don't want to do whatever he's about to do. She's going to be a really good counter to, depending on if she goes beforehand, I'll have to check her speed. But for Black Widow, she's going to be good with that ability block.
Yeah.
She's got a great utility to her. This ability is no exception from that. Offense up, just good damage applied to her already good scaling percentages. And that speed bar just once again hurting that primary target. So
great utility. So far, I'm loving her kit. I've
Yeah.
had zero complaints about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like it looks super fun. It is all single target, so it's not.
You got one move that has a little bit of a bonus, but it's not even a little bonus. It's a strong bonus.
It's a chain. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chain, but it's like it's not just damage. It's that 50% chance to apply ability block.
Yeah.
As well. So
potentially two characters with ability block, one with it for 2 turns.
Exactly. So yeah, fantastic. All right.
So yeah, that takes us to her passive ability, Dora Milaje, and she gains. Well, and I'm reading off the rank 5, so let me check out rank 4. Okay, it's just 5% less piercing. So gain 20% piercing damage to all attacks. Gain assist now on each Wakandan ally's turn.
Okay, so basically she gets to assist on other people's on other Wakandans' turns.
Oh wow! Okay.
So whenever you have Black Panther rolling up,
she'll
be able to assist on him. She gains assist now on him.
So I think what would be the? He's the only other Wakandan right now.
Currently in the game.
So they add Shuri and then maybe Killmonger.
Yeah.
Well, Killmonger's not really. Well, if they go with MCU versus,
he is, but yeah. Well, yeah, he is, but he's.
He just grew up in.
And they're kind of following the MCU from what it seems like. I think he would be included, but it's just
he
was kind of in the
Wakanda,
MCU,
so.
And I feel like they would have released him if
you're talking about Killmonger.
Yeah, because now he's gone. He died in the movie, right?
No, don't wait. Oh, spoiler alert!
Come on, now. But he died in the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like they seem to be following the MCU a good bit, so I don't know if they'll bring him back or not for it, but
I'm totally.
We'll have to see.
So,
anyways, we'll have to ask the elders. At least I will on what other big Wakandans there are.
Yeah,
but
he could probably come back to life or something.
Yeah, there's always
it's comics. Yeah.
What was
no
it?
such thing as death in this.
They said if it isn't Uncle Ben, the only person that's dead is Uncle Ben. They said someone else too, but I don't remember who it was.
That's so funny. But
anyway.
I think it's a little straightforward. I do like the gain and assist now on each Wakanda.
It makes sense because she's like the protector. Shouldn't say protector. But
she's always by Black Panther's side and stuff like that.
Kind of protector, but not in the protector sense of this game.
Yeah.
But she's like the protector of,
she's not
her
like,
king.
like categorized as a protector.
Exactly. Yeah. So and she's gonna be doing great damage. Like 20% piercing damage on top.
I mean, you put her up against a protector that you're having a problem with, like you've got nothing to worry about. The crossbone suddenly isn't that scary anymore. So like 2-turn ability block on a crossbones, like with defense down. So you do the 2-turn ability block, you throw defense down on him, he's dead before he gets his ult. Guaranteed every time.
Yeah, I mean, just with Spider-Man alone, with just the defense down, I'll always be able to take him out on time. So. If I could play an ability block instead and then defense down someone else on the next turn, he's going down too. Wow. So that's great. Fantastic character. I don't think she's going to be. She's not going to be god tier, but I think that she's going to be a demigod. I'd say low end demigod, but she's really, really.
Well,
useful.
I think it's one of those things where you put her with Black Panther.
I don't think she does enough. There aren't enough Wakandans yet to justify putting her as. If there was you could make a team out of Wakandans, she'd be really strong. Then I would say in that team comp, she would be god tier.
Yeah.
But outside of that team comp, it's only Black Panther right now.
So, question: when it comes to gaining assists, right? Does the assist, does it proc her basic ability? So if she gets an assist, does she do defense down on that?
So
character?
every person has there's a big chart of this.
Okay.
So I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows specifically for her right now. But whenever assists come into play...
Yeah. I know it's 50% less damage than...
Well, it's not exactly... There's a specific amount of damage and potentially another effect depending on the character. And it doesn't necessarily have to be it doesn't necessarily always end up being the same effect that their auto ability applies. So it's a big chart. it's for everyone. I'll try to find a link to put in.
God.
But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that if you want to find someone like you have to just break down whoever you want to find and go find it out.
I mean, if that is the case, where if she gains assists and she does proc defense down on assists, that'd be insane. That'd be
that'd be great. I mean, that is a definite huge possibility.
Yeah.
So
I kind of hope it is that for now, So, but
the thing is that on a Wakandan team,
she would be
so strong.
Like insane.
Even though those are typically like it would be a much lower percent chance of applying that.
Yeah.
If it was the case, but yeah, I mean it would be so strong.
I wonder if Wakandan minions come out before anyone else. I mean, they just had a big Infinity War battle. It would make perfect sense to have some minions come out.
Yeah, it would be cool if they did like a group release for minions.
Well, and there's all these villain minions. There's no hero minions. There's Shield, and that's basically it as far as minions.
Well, yeah,
because the Kree are villains, and
well, I mean that wouldn't help with
Hydra
with Wakandan. Chances are, they'd be good. But you're just talking about in general.
No, I'm saying we need good minions, because the only good minions right now are Shield.
Really?
I think so.
Let's see.
Because Ravagers are villains. You have the Kree that are villains. Hydra's villains.
Yeah.
AIM is villains. Who else?
Yeah.
Mercs are villains.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
So yeah,
I'm so used to heroes we're polluted with heroes.
Yeah.
But it's the opposite with minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could use some Wakandan minions. That'd be pretty cool.
You're right. And like I said, I hope that they do that because they're going to have to do that eventually anyways. We're not just going to have only these factions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and we already know, if anyone remembers, they had, whenever Thanos originally came out, do you remember his passive?
Oh, yeah, with the Black Order?
The Black Order.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what ever happened to that. I
think they were like, we got too much stuff on our slate.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They had a lot going on then. But yeah, I wish that I would have had like Maw or someone come out.
Ebony Maw would have been
really
sick.
Cool.
And then Cold Obsidian. Or, what are the other ones? Proxima Midnight and then her hubby. So
yeah, I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah.
The guy that killed Vision. Or not killed Vision, but
he killed Vision like multiple times.
He one-on-one he always
kicked his butt.
Yeah, he kicked his ass.
Yeah.
So but anyways, at least that tells us though that they're thinking of, most likely they're thinking of some other minions.
Yeah.
Granted, Maw and everyone like that wouldn't have been a minion, but
yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways.
Either way, hopefully they'll do something like that.
So yeah, tell us what you guys think about Okoye. So I'm super excited for her. I think she's going to be super fun.
I'm curious to see where people place her on a tier list, basically. Because I do stand by. She just has so much strong utility, and her damage is very good. I think for someone that has that utility, her damage is very good, and so because of that, I think that she's definitely. I would put her as definitely God tier.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, there's no reason not to pair her with Black Panther. Like no reason at all.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, she's honestly good anywhere, but yeah, I mean, Black Panther's fantastic himself, so it would make a really good combination for obvious reasons. But so we'll have to see about that. But let us know where you guys would be. I'm sure we're going to get into a discussion on this on Discord too. Yeah. So, anyways, so that is it for the character deep dive.
Yep. So that takes us to our question of the day, and then we will wrap it up.
Yes.
So with the latest update and the introduction of Scarlet Witch, actually, let's just go ahead and say we got this question from one of the elders. And
by the way, the elders are basically our lore masters within our Discord.
Yep.
So if anyone ever has a question for anything Marvel related,
the elders.
Yes, you can at the elders, and they will answer.
This one came from Ed Carden. So, and the question is: with the latest update in the introduction of Scarlet Witch, we got new game mechanics in the form of deflects and the ability to extend the duration of debuffs. What other types of new mechanics would you like to see in this game? I don't play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, so are there any mechanics from that game that are a no-brainer to bring into this one?
So for me, I guess I'll go first.
I'll go first because you have a little bit more depth, so you can kind of embellish on it.
Okay.
But, mine's really quick. I forget who I was speaking to in the Discord, but we were talking about how Luke Cage, he should be bulletproof, and he's thematically he's not as Like, it doesn't make sense to give defense up to everyone and stuff like that. Like, I'm not complaining about it because it's a great mechanic.
Yeah,
and
you're saying like it just doesn't.
Thematically, it's like why would he give defense up to other people kind of thing?
But you can't nitpick it too hard because otherwise a lot of things start to unravel.
Yeah. Nothing makes sense.
You want to pull at that thread.
But I did come up with a pretty cool ability, which was it would be cool if you could. So, for instance, like with Luke Cage, you could actually, one of his abilities, pick one of your allies, and he would move and stand in front of your ally, and no matter how low they are. And even if you got hit with AoE or anything like that, he would block it fully, and it would give him like an invulnerable turn on that ally.
You could call it like intervene or something, like where as soon as the ability went off, he ran in front of him and like be cool for animation, like
he just like
run over and just like
in front of it.
Well, run over and just like grabs the thing or whatever, does whatever to stop it. Yeah,
but if anyone's watched the show, he just walks in and takes a bunch of bullets, and a lot of his abilities is just basically standing in front of people. So I think it's great. So I think that'd be cool if he just he was able to completely. So say you had a rocket or someone squishy and they were about to die, you could throw or you could use Luke and he would stand in front of him and he'd even block like a Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of a different mechanic.
It would bypass those things.
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily be a taunt. It would be like a full not even a block. It would be like just a full.
You know what would be interesting?
Yeah.
I use him as an example specifically because that works so well specifically with his kit and theme for a character. If they just because that auto attack is useless for him. If they just got rid of that and made like a 2 cooldown ability. So like in some turns he might not be able to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But which isn't a big deal because it's not like he actually did damage before.
Yeah.
But having another chargeable ability would be kind of
like a really cheap
low cost. That's what I said, like 2 or something. So that would be pretty interesting, I think.
Huh. Yeah.
Not everyone has to have a basic, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as long as the payout is worth it.
Yeah.
Their abilities make sense for it. But anyways, I like that. I think that thematically works, and that would be cool. What do they call it? Intervene or something?
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be interesting. Now, from Star Wars, there's a few things that would be good to put in. Protection, the bonus protection, is basically like you get a shield. And so that would be pretty cool. I think that it would be more of a strategic implementation than anything else, like a couple of the things that I'm about to say. I'll only bring up like 2 or 3 of them. But so that would be kind of cool. That's a big thing in Star Wars. Lots of synergy is based around that. That would be a good one to bring in. Another one that I'm just surprised isn't there yet is critical damage up, where basically you increase the damage of a critical hit specifically.
Okay, so it may not be, you may not crit though.
You may not crit.
Okay. But it does give you, so if you do crit, it's a big reward.
Right. So if you're on a character with a high crit chance or something like that.
A little more RNG.
Right.
In it. Okay.
So that would be kind of cool. To do like a debuff.
I just thought of a cool one. All right. So what about a super execute, but it was completely RNG. So like you say they do 600% damage, but you can't pick who it's going to go on, and the character RNGs on who it's going to go. But
that's so much damage.
Oh, I mean, that's an example.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know what the percentage would be, but
terrible example.
Make it to where it's like, you get a crazy execute, and you're just praying that the character executes the right one. He may execute a protector and not actually kill him or something like that, but it would be cool to have it completely RNG, but have it be like an even higher reward execute.
Right, that's true. That would be pretty cool if they did that. I'll do just 2 debuffs because there's a lot of things that they haven't brought in yet, and I'm sure they're going to bring in a good amount of them. But so they have one called Thermal Detonator.
Okay.
And it's basically like a delayed explosion. So it's
kind of like a torque bow. And
exactly. Yeah. Wow, you just pulled out a Gears of War reference.
Well, I mean, that's one of the coolest feelings. Is
no,
like
you're right. Whenever you torpo someone,
and they know they're gonna die, and you're just like, oh no, like, there's that delay. Like,
yeah, that was great. But yeah, anyways, yes, kind of like that. It's basically a delayed explosion that causes damage.
Okay.
Really good. In the game, lots of characters have it, and it's very. I mean, it's always soldiers that have it, but yeah, it's really good. I guess another one would probably be Deathmark is pretty overpowered, but it's one that you would have to have a very specific kit for that would justify it.
Yeah, we talked about that before with our character ideas. So,
right.
Yeah.
But Deathmark, and basically a character taunts and it will lose 50% of their max health whenever they're hit.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so it really screws over a character basically.
Huh.
So you really have to have the kit to justify it.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be. I'm almost afraid to even say that because I don't want. I don't know if I really want to bring that in. But that's just another option of something that could be implemented in.
Okay.
I don't think any of the ones that I said at least would work particularly well with any of the characters we currently have. But there's obviously tons of characters that it would work well with that have yet to come in. So, and I hope that they will be bringing out more status effects because, I mean, Deflect isn't super unique. It's just
it feels like it's just
it's a gateway to an ability we already know.
It's Deflect is to block what dodge what evade is to dodge.
Yeah, basically. And so. But I'm still glad that they're experimenting with new status effects, and I want them to. I just want them to take more risks with them.
Oh, here's another one.
Yeah.
Right? What about a riposte?
Yeah.
So
basically, fully block the incoming damage, or 50%, and then deal it back.
Yeah, I don't know, one or the other.
Right.
I don't care. Just something that it ripostes and it throws the damage back at someone or something like that.
Right.
So, Doctor Strange. Oh, that wouldn't be bad for Wong, right? Because he does his little. Remember in Infinity War, he does the little portal, and the Ebony Maw shoots the spikes through the portal, and then Strange shoots them back at Ebony Maw. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
So something like that, where it's like it just takes the damage and throws it back at him. So,
and once again, that's the thing is that with these characters, more so than even in Star Wars, I feel like you really have to have that right character to make it thematically make sense.
Yeah.
But that's a great example of it, though. Someone that can create portals like that.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So
you're welcome. Okay.
So that would be really cool. I don't know whether it would. So I'm sure for him it would make sense that it would be take no damage, reflect it all back.
Yeah.
But for other characters it might be take 50% damage.
Well, if you make the character squishy enough, then it makes sense, kind of thing. And
right, exactly. Yeah,
you can throw an orangey element into it a little bit.
Yeah, somehow. You just have to really apply it to that specific with that specific character in mind.
Yeah.
But I think that's another really good one. I already mentioned. Well, I'm not going to bring up Ghost Rider because I already did that before.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is our question of the day.
Yep.
Brought to you by one of our elders. If you guys. Anyone that wants to join the Discord that does, if you guys know anything about lore, join in and we will add you to the elder list.
If
you know, you have to be quite knowledgeable.
Yeah,
you have to be very knowledgeable.
You got to submit your qualifications. So, and I will say with our current elders, they had this deep, really fascinating discussion on old school comics, and immediately I was like, okay, these guys are good.
Know.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about, and it was just so much fun reading through everything because they had so much knowledge.
Yeah, I said, I already did kind of go in a with all that stuff. I always end up going into a rabbit hole because they're like, what is
so much more?
Yeah, what is this? And then they're like, oh, well, it's this and this, and then I'm like, well, what's that?
And they're like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. So I try not to use it, but I know I'm going to.
Yeah.
So. If you ever want to know anything, though, they're there. And if you do know a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff, join in.
Yeah.
And we can use you on the team.
There you go.
But that'll go ahead and do it for this week's episode, guys. Unless you have anything else.
I have nothing else.
No, you're good. Okay, so that'll do it for this week. Once again, our Discord is discord.me/PowerCore Podcast, and please join it. We have a lot of fun over there, a lot of discussions with everyone.
Yeah.
And we also have our Twitter now.
Yep.
That will be linked to our Podbean and pretty much everywhere else we can link it to, but certainly at our Podbean. That is at PowerCore Pod. We couldn't fit podcast. So it's at PowerCore Pod for our Twitter.
Yep.
We created it a little while ago. We haven't done anything with it yet, but we're just now starting to post everything. Every time whenever we have a new episode, it should automatically update from the way I have it set up. And like I said earlier in the episode, I'm probably going to start to tweet a bit. I've somehow managed to go through life without tweeting.
Good luck.
We'll see.
Yep.
But anyways, that's pretty much it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on whatever platform tickles your fancy. And we will catch you next time on the PowerCore Podcast.
Peace.